Hello, my dear children. After a quite long spell of time, I'm really getting myself introduced to you again, just like for my next class. And in this particular class, I'm simply focusing on a certain verb with various idiomatic expressions. You particularly know what do we commonly mean by a verb? Remember, what do you mean by a verb? So, just like to speak briefly, remember a verb is a doing word. But simply telling that verb is a doing word, actually it's not sufficient, or it is not the concrete definitions of the verb. Verb may actually express certain types of meaning which is referred to certain types of action, but besides the action, a verb also refers to certain possession. If I say I have a mobile, here have is the verb showing possession. If I say I'm a teacher, here is also the verb which is also the be verb or the main verb referring to the state or being. So the state of a being is also a verb. The word denoting possession is also a verb. And most of the words in English, they refer to certain actions. So verb is generally a doing word or the action oriented word. But remember, besides action, certain verbs also refer to possession, or certain verbs refer to the state of a being or one type of state. Remember. So similarly, today I'm simply going to give you a very wide-ranging ideas or the extensive or the comprehensive ideas or the perceptions regarding a single verb carrying different idiomatic expressions. Remember first, what do you mean by idiomatic expression? Remember, idiomatic, this is the adjective, and this adjective comes from the word idiom. So idiom means, idiom is a group of words which have completely different connotations or the meanings. They don't have their own meanings. If I say he passed away last night, passed away is a phrasal verb. Pass is the verb, away is either a preposition or a participle. Definitely phrasal verb is also a group of verbs, completely different meanings, away from its one meaning or the root verb. So idiom means is total. If I say, what's your father doing? You can say, what's your father's bread and butter? So bread and butter is the idiom. If I say the Supreme Court, in Supreme Court, this is the apex court of India, because it is the most sovereign, it is the most demanding court, or it is the most high profile court of India. In this sense, you can also use idiom that Supreme Court is the gate of justice in India. If I say most people prefer to travel by night train, you can replace night train by some other very funny expression, rather catchy expression, that is called owl's train. Because owls, particularly a nocturnal bird. Nocturnal bird is the bird that flies most of the time, particularly during the night. So that is why nocturnal is the adjective of night. So when people generally prefer to travel by night train, such type of night train is called not a nocturnal train, rather owl train. If I say my sister is a white lady is one type of idiom. Actually, you can never guess the meaning or gauge the meaning of idiom right from the word itself or from the group of words itself. But definitely a group of words, they refer to certain types of meaning. And this certain group of words which refer to completely new or extraordinary or special meaning, that is called, if the word has idiomatic sense or the idiomatic meaning, or the phrase itself carries some idiomatic sense. So idiomatic is completely different. In English, your idiomatic expression runs to lakhs and lakhs. That means lakhs and lakhs expressions are there, which nowadays we mostly use, particularly in the idiomatic sense of the idiomatic use. If I say there are lots of soaps in the market, if the soaps are close to one another, you simply express them just through the idiomatic expression that the soaps in the market, they sit cheek by jowl. So if you say cheek by jowl, C-H-E-E-K, cheek by jowl, that means the soaps, they stand or the sit close to one another. They remain close to one another or close to each other. So cheek by jowls means some things or some persons or any sorts of like matters, if they stand or the seat or lie or remain just like beside one another or near one another, we simply use through the idiomatic expressions are cheek by jowls. Cheek by jowl means if I say the buildings are standing cheek by jowls, that means one building remains close to another building remains too close to then another another meaning. That is called, we use the idiomatic expression as a cheek by soles. If I say I have got a very Humpty Dumpty pen, so what do you mean by Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty very very small, by microscopic size. That is called Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty size means microscopic size or very small size or teeny weeny size. That is called Humpty Dumpty. If I say the relationship between the two friends is just like the hands and gloves relationship. Remember, generally when a batsman bats, before the batsman, just before the stumps, there is a globesman. And what is the globesman in cricket? In cricket, globesman means the wicket keeper. And what is there in the wicket keeper hands? On the both hands, the wicket keepers have globes. So if I say there is a relationship, the relationship between two friends is just like very intimate or a reciprocal or very good one or the fast one or the profound or the deep one, such type of relationship is called hand and gloves relationship. If I say he is a very common man, common man means simply nobody cares about that particular person. We simply call he is a man of the road. Man of the road, it is the idiomatic expression. So man of the road means he has no prestige. He has no reputation, particularly speaking, he has no churn, he has no demand, he has not such type of like social dignity or the prestige in the society. Such type of person is called man of the road. So similarly, today I am simply getting my attention concentrated on a particular verb with idiomatic expressions. Suppose I say cut down. Very easy. Here the verb will be differed. Remember, here the verb will be differ. If I say cut down, remember, so cut down is a phrasal verb or it is the group verb. So what do we cut down? We use cut down to cut what? In the sense of cutting what, we generally use cut down. When we cut down some tree. So when you cut down some tree, either you use cut down or you use the verb fell. But similarly, suppose you just try to cut your nails. Do you think you have to use also the same verb cut? No, that is the wrong or the concocted use. When you want to cut your nails, you have to use a particular verb that is called pair. Please pair your nails. Pair is used in the sense of cut. But you have not to use pair, particularly you have not to use cut in the sense of pair may refer to the sense of cut. But that does not mean that you have to cut your nails. No, you have to pair your nails and you have to cut down the tree. So pair cannot take the position of a cut down. Cut down also cannot take the positions of a pair. So we have to pair your nails, but someone has to cut down the tree. So in the sense of tree, there is a noun. Because noun always goes with the certain verbs. And verb also goes with the certain types of noun. So for noun tree, if you fail a tree, that means you cut down a tree. If you cut your nails, that means you pair your nails. Suppose salary or payment. Remember, salary is the plural countable noun. You can also use it as salaries. So salary or a payment or a remuneration or a scale, whatever the word, you just take it. So when you cut down one's salary or the payment, don't use cut down, but use the word that means cut down. So this is called a deduct. Deduct means decrease. Deduct means slash. When you decrease or drop or slash somebody's salary or the payment, the perfect word to use is called deduct. Remember, another word is called the thing. What is the word? This is called your wings. W-I-N-G-S. If I say father dash the wings of the parrot. Father dash the wings of the parrot. So in the sense of cut down or to mean the sense of cut down, what words or what type of verb we have to particularly use here? Wings, clip. So you have to clip the wings of the bird. So when one cut down the wings of certain birds, you have to remember clip. Another particular, this verb has also got figurative use. When someone's supreme power, when someone's absolute power is also reduced or decreased, we also use the verb clip here. Just like clip wings or clips somebody's power. That's, suppose one just like wants to cut down grass. So in the sense of grass, what other word we can substitute for cut down? It is called mow the grass or mow the grass. Mow the grass. So in the sense of cut down, you have to use mow, particularly for the noun grass. So cut down tree, pare nails, deduct salary or the payment, clip wings or the power, mow grass. Another very 6 to 7 other very interesting verbs are there in the sense of a cut down. Suppose cows. If I say cows were cut down in the slaughterhouse yesterday. Cows were cut down in the slaughterhouse yesterday. Remember, don't use the verb cut down or the phrasal verb or the group verb cut down here. Rather, use slaughtered. S-L-A-U-G-H-T-E-R. That means when one slaughter cows, that means one kills the cows. In the sense of slaughter, slaughter means kills. But this particular slaughter which means kill, slaughter should be used in the sense of kill only for cows or any other animals. So slaughter cows. Then another sense of in the sense of cut down. Wood. Suppose one is likely to cut down wood. So what will be the most important verb or the most justified or the appropriate verb in this sense? Chop wood. When one chops wood, that means he cuts in pieces. So when one cuts wood, that means he cuts in pieces. So that is why a particular person who chops wood is called the wood chopper. So chopping wood is also cutting down wood, but here chop means cutting the wood in pieces. That is called chop wood. And slaughter cows. When one just tries to kill cows in the sense of kill, you have to use the verb slaughter. So when one chops wood, that means he cuts the wood in pieces. Another word, your branches. Branches of the trees. That is called boughs. Boughs of the trees. Boughs of the trees. Also the word is called hedges. H-E-D-G-E-S, hedges. So in such type of nouns, boughs and the hedges, we use the verb prune. P-R-U-N-E, prune. So prune is also used in the sense of cut. So when one cut the branches, that means he prune the branches, prune the boughs or prune the hedges, chop the wood, slaughter the cows. So these are the various words used in the sense of cut down. Another very interesting word is for the use cut down. Cut down. If I say he cut down, but interesting. Remember, this cut down is the phrasal verb, or it is called the group verb. Cut down. Here, cut is the verb, and a down is either a preposition or a participle. Suppose it is a preposition because we have another. If I say he cut down the family budget, he cut down the family budget. So what do you mean by cut down here? He cut down the family budget means he reduced the family budget. He decreased the family budget. He slashed the family budget. In these types of sentences, you can use also cut down. If I say, please cut down your expenditure. So cut down your expenditure means try to control your. Hello my dear children, with this I am just going to wrap up my class. In the next class, I will throw out on some other very interesting and fantastic idiomatic expressions of certain types of verbs. And for more information, please just go to my channel and refer to English Grammar Icon. That's all for today.